Someone showed me a Facebook post yesterday. The poster commented, my neighbor is so excited. He just filled up his gas tank for $28. The bad news is it was his lawnmower. And I think that kind of reflects the sentiments in America today. Not just gasoline prices, but inflation.
Government inflicted, Congress did what it always does: spend monstrous amounts of taxpayer money with little accountability. It should surprise absolutely no one that billions of dollars were lost to waste, fraud, and abuse. Taxpayers lost $80 billion to fraud from the Paycheck Protection Program alone. Dollars that were supposed to be spent keeping people in their jobs were stolen and used to buy luxury cars and mansions. Estimates suggest international fraudsters stole half the $900 billion in unemployment. Congress opened the doors to the Treasury with nary a night watchman. And now, the pain of inflation is felt every time you fill up your tank or try to feed your family.
Gasoline markets and oil markets are like every other market. The price does not just reflect the current situation. Markets are forward-looking. The price of gasoline today and the price of oil and natural gas also reflects what people who produce the product and who buy the product think about the future. There's no question that they look ahead under the Biden administration and see that they expect the Biden administration to continue to do everything it can to bankrupt the oil and gas industry. And I know the Biden administration will respond by saying, oh, Kennedy, we're producing more oil today and natural gas in America than we ever have. But once again, these markets are not just today, looking at today, they're forward-looking. And that's just basic economics 101.
Yet if you look at the list of bills under consideration today, you would get the feeling that Congress is deliberately ignoring these concerns. Instead of helping businesses, we are considering bills that simply grow the federal bureaucracy. Today, we have a bill on the agenda to create an SBA official whose job would be to teach SBA employees how to tell small business owners about the internet. American small business owners don't need bureaucrats to micromanage their operations. What they need is a government that allows free enterprise to work. What they deserve is a government that gets out of the way and lets them do what they do best.
I'll give you one example quickly. The president says I'm not against oil and gas. All you have to do is look at his proposed new rules for the National Environmental Policy Act, the proposed rules for NEPA. Take a good look at a pipeline, because you won't see another one in America if these rules pass. You can't produce, certainly, natural gas without pipelines.
Empty shelves, record levels of inflation, and gas prices approaching $5 a gallon are predictable results of massive government spending and intervention in the economy. Recent government actions provide a textbook example of how to tank an economy and cause financial pain for workers, families, and businesses. Ineffective lockdowns make it all but impossible for most small businesses to operate.
And it is a serious problem for lower middle income and poor Americans. For upper middle income and higher Americans, this inflation led by gasoline prices may cause them to have to choose between Amazon Prime and Netflix. But for our less fortunate Americans, it's a choice between filling up their car or paying their rent or buying the food. It's no mystery why we're having this inflation in gasoline. When your demand remains constant or it increases and your supply shrinks, you're going to see price increases every single time. Why is supply shrinking? I think the main reason has to do with President Biden's energy policy. We know now, after 14 months, that President Biden's energy policy is wind, solar, and wishful thinking. The American economy is the most powerful economy in all of human history. It can't run without energy. 80% of our energy comes from fossil fuels. Someday that will be lower, but that day is not here.
Those who drive the engines of our economy, the small business owners, consistently tell us that what keeps them up at night is the constant deterioration of our economy. According to Job Creators Network, 42% of small businesses say inflation is their biggest concern. Another 28% say their biggest concern is operating costs. No wonder, just 27% of small businesses owners think the economy is doing well. Fortunately, we do have a couple of bills today who I think do address and go in the right direction. We'll be voting today on Senator Rubio's cybersecurity bill. This is a bill that would help small businesses avoid cybersecurity threats. Senator Cornyn worked with Senator Shaheen to develop a bill to help small business owners navigate the burdensome and onerous regulations of government. I think these bills are well-intended and are something that will be good for the country. I commend them for their work. Hopefully, this legislation is a first step towards repealing many of the costly and unnecessary regulations to which small business owners are subjected.